All right. Well, we're
Look, I know I got a big head, but can you make it to where my head's bigger,
what you
so
mean? Like
so I can see a little bit better? Okay.
like that?
I'm blind.
Okay. Well, we're live. And I don't really know right where to jump in and try to tread water at today because there's so much to cover. I mean, Clash at the Castle happened this past weekend. Second City Summit with GCW happened this past weekend. Oh, and let's not forget, of course, AEW All Out and the post show media scrum, All Out backstage brawl that we had. That has been talked about, and no one um, no one really understands why.
Well, I got a couple things I just want to go ahead and talk about first, and then we'll get into all the crazy shit that's happened this week.
Sounds good.
Okay, so first off, uh, somebody has been invited to 1098 West Kaiser Avenue, Osceola, Arkansas, Friday night.
Oh yeah.
The old building.
Why the old building?
They're going back to the old building.
So what are you doing?
Find out.
Well, I can't find out. I won't be there.
Well, I know they got a camera. They got a camera woman now.
Okay. Well, I will try to find a way to watch something that'll let me know. I'm actually no. I'll
Sure.
tell
If
you.
if I do anything, it will get posted.
You better make sure because actually I will not be available to watch a computer tomorrow night. I have plans. I will be at the Ernest N. Miller Convention Center in New Orleans, Louisiana, with Villain Arts and Tattoos at the 4th annual New Orleans Tattoo Convention.
Then I want to take and give a shout out to Dr. Haynes at the Joint Chiropractor and Jonesboro. Going to be a new subscriber to us, and he's the one that's kind of putting me back together a little bit.
Well, good deal. Somebody's got to put you back together. I mean, you're old, you're a fossil, you're falling apart. We got to preserve our old, delicate fossils these days.
Yeah, we had a little chit chat about On Deck with Titanic and the show that we do. So he's gonna check it out when he gets a chance today.
Well, Doc, I appreciate you putting my old ass brother back together. He really needs it. I got to have his old ass around sometimes to drive me insane, to drive him insane. So I appreciate you putting his old ass back together. After I beat the shit out of him in a few months, then you can put him back together again. So
He's just a chiropractor, man. He ain't a miracle worker. No, but to be honest, I started last week, and after the first session, uh, so I'm not sure if you was there at the time. Yes, you was because we hadn't got kicked out yet. I had gotten power bombed in a match, and uh, doing the 10. Then I've not understood this part, and we had a very creative mind involved in this, and I'm not understanding why he had us doing this spot as heels. But we had the good guys in the corner and one corner across from each other. And we were doing the 10 punch thing. Not that I'm understanding why, but then we got power bomb. Now, I don't hold no ill hate towards anybody. But I probably would have felt a lot better if I knew that I was getting powerbombed by the other guy, because the other guy actually had a set of shoulders. And I know that probably was strong enough to fucking hold me. In fact, I
Right.
know he is. If motherfucking deadlift 600 pounds, he can hold my ass up powerbomb.
Right.
But the other, Jamie Dundee looking fucker,
How
I
you
ended
gonna
up.
throw that poor man under the bus for looking like Jamie Dundee?
So I got dropped on the back of my head in the upper part of my shoulders. And it was just a loud pop. And I'm surprised that it did not break my back.
Right.
And people x-rayed and said everything was fine. Well, I go to the chiropractor, never been to one. I give it a try. It was free. My niece put it, he climbed up on top of me and used all his force that he could and popped it back in place.
Oh.
And it was loud. And I woke up Sunday for the first time in 16
Feeling like
years.
a brand new man.
No pain, no soreness, nothing at all.
Yeah, I got to call me a chiropractor.
So
Apparently, these guys are miracle workers.
huge shout out to the doctor, because it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, it's getting a lot closer.
I didn't think that. I thought I had a slim chance. I think that them chances kind of bumped up.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's coming. I feel you.
So I'll know something more about it Friday.
Sounds good. Let me know if I don't respond. Like I said, I will be on site in New Orleans at the Ernest N. Miller, convention center there in New Orleans, right actually down from where they held. Now, actually, the Ernest Miller is where they held the WWE All Access Superstore, all that stuff. That is where they did the Superstore and all that stuff when they were here for WrestleMania.
Is there a show?
No, what it is it is a tattoo convention.
Okay.
Now we will have, this is the 4th annual one. Villain Arts Tattoo is one of the main people behind this. They travel around, they go to major cities like Cleveland, New Orleans, places in New York and up north, and do all these tattoo conventions. And they take, we'll have people that have gifts, if you will, and abilities there.
Okay.
Those people that swallow swords and juggle fire and do insanely stupid shit, kind of like we do.
Sure.
Yeah. They'll have
Not that I ever swallowed a sword.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I've seen a couple women.
You broke up. What'd you say?
I've known a couple of women try to swallow some swords, if you know what I mean.
Oh, Jesus. Anyway, but it's going to be a pretty cool experience. It's the first one I have gotten to attend this year, but it is the 4th annual New Orleans Tattoo Convention Festival, whatever you want to call it. But it's a number, like 100 and something tattoo artists will be there, a number of different people. They have women that come out and do like brisket shows or whatever they're called.
Mm-hmm.
But they do like suspension, where they like stick needles and spikes and hooks in their body and like hang from the ceiling and shit. Bunch of cool shit. So hopefully I'll get some cool video to share with everybody.
I know this don't mean shit to nobody, but I won $8 on DraftKings for the Roman Reigns Drew McIntyre title match.
Me too. Me too. Congratulations. High five. Yeah. Scissor me, daddy ass. I gotta get one of them scissor me daddy ass shirts. That is the fucking funniest shit.
And plus, we got NFL football starts tonight.
Yes. Yes.
And I gotta do my little DraftKings thing on that.
Yeah, I got to do mine. I've actually placed some actual bets, and I'm waiting for Alabama to pull out some money for me this week. Need Alabama to make Daddy rich.
Well, I mean, if you picked Alabama,
you don't ever bet against Bama. It's Nick Saban. I don't give a shit if you're an Alabama fan or not. You don't ever bet against Nick Saban. That's just how I do it.
Let's go ahead and let's get the elephant out of the room.
Which elephant? Which elephant do you want to get out of the room? Because there's a lot of them to get out of the room.
Monday night.
Braun Strowman.
Live. In New Orleans, Louisiana. My Florida State Seminoles.
Oh, no.
And you said it's over. And I told you, dude, there's 19 minutes left in the game. It's 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Anything can happen. And it's practically the real first game of the year it was the first game for y'all, second game for us, but really the first because we played DeQueen and they had one guy that looked like a damn 2-before on the sideline. That shit was funny.
I didn't expect us to lose. I was disappointed.
Look, I was just kind of hoping that we showed up because
y'all showed up.
I'm just going to say this. Florida State has really sucked the last couple of years. We can't we ain't been able to make it to a bowl game and shit like that. And we've just really sucked. Getting our asses handed to us by people that we should have beat.
Oh, yeah, I understand.
And then we leave Tallahassee to go to New Orleans and do it.
Yeah, I was not impressed.
Now, granted, your kicker and your punter,
Yeah, he botched that one. I wasn't impressed. I just that's not the elephant I thought we were talking about. I didn't even think about that one. I thought we were talking about some of his wrestling bullshit. No, I mean I really didn't. I didn't think we'd lose. I had put money on it that LSU was going to win, but I just it is what it is. I mean it's football. Anything can happen. That's the thing. Anything can happen. I was trying to find this clip of Dark Side of the Ring that's coming to us, but I can't find it now. I'll have to look it up here in a minute.
First, everybody that was affected by the dumbass last night in Memphis, Tennessee.
I heard about that. What the hell? Like, have they just gone retarded over there?
I guess. This past week in Memphis has been probably one of the worst in a long time. We had the jogger kidnapped and they found her body. So they upped his charges and revoked his bond. So then yesterday, dude decides he's going to drive around, be on live and go on Facebook Live and shoot people for no fucking idea. It's sad.
It is. I mean, that's.
I know this sounds kind of selfish. I'm glad none of my friends were hurt.
Right. No, I mean, that's not selfish. I mean, it's.
Poker tried to help one of the victims, but the victim passed.
Oh.
Prayers for him, for comfort. Prayers for all my friends there, acquaintances. It's sad.
It is really sad what this world has come to. I mean, there's so much stupidity going on out there right now that
I really don't know. I mean, how do you? It's difficult. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, how do you get back on track from all this? It's kind of like, I mean, you got people just doing, and these are people that you can control this. This is stuff that can be controlled. Hurricanes, tornadoes, stuff like that. You can't control that.
Right.
And that's sad. It's even sad that you got people in the community going out and doing such acts of rage, I guess you can call it rage. I mean, I don't want to piss nobody off by saying the wrong thing, but
Well, I mean, and that's my thing is you never know how to address any of this because you don't know how it's going to affect someone. But I mean, it's a tough situation, and not even just in Memphis. Like, this shit is going on worldwide right now. I mean,
I know the
something
dumbass that
needs to
fucking
be
did all the
done.
shit. He went to jail and he's happy, and I'm sure he feels like he gets his street cred now, which I mean, that's just the world we're in today. He does have family, and I feel sorry for them.
And I'm not trying to.
And I don't understand why somebody would want to do something. I mean, I don't. There's people I can't stand. I have days where I
Still
can't
wouldn't
stand
go out
you,
and
but
shoot
I
'em.
sure the hell don't want to kill you.
Right. I mean, there's plenty of people out there that I'd like to, punch in the face, but I'm not going to waste my time in my life to go shoot you. That's just stupid.
Exactly. I mean,
I got more important shit to worry about.
It's not worth it.
No.
I don't know, man. I just want to. I'm just glad everybody that I know is safe.
I think
I wish them comfort because I know you're proud. You're proud of your town that you come from. I love Leachville. Leachville will always be a part of my life. Don't want nothing bad to happen to Leachville.
Right.
Cried when tornado hit Leachville. That's my town. I grew up there. One of my best friends were involved in the tornado. Glad he's fine. It's crazy hearing the story from him, but
Right.
it's just
I think like
plus
you said,
plus you got all these wrestling shows coming up this weekend. Buster is wrestling at Redeemed. Him and CJ
right.
set out the challenge against the Crowleys. So Wyatt, Mississippi is going to be a fire.
Yeah, I seen that. But before we dive too far into the wrestling thing, you're right about how things. I feel like a lot of the shit that goes on could be controlled a lot better than what it is. I feel like, and this is my jaded opinion, so please, I'm not trying to offend anyone, but I feel like our justice system not only has failed us, but the criminals as well, because there comes a point where instead of just putting them in jail and giving them a slap on the wrist and feeding them and housing them and allowing them to continue to live and then get out and think they can do it again and just go back to jail, that's a vacation for them. I think that when they got away from public hangings, public executions of criminals, I think that's when criminals really.
I worked at a corrections facility at one time. Why are we locking these people up and not trying to fix them?
Yep.
Then we could say, well, it didn't work. So now we needed I think the state of Arkansas needs probably, I don't care if I offend folks and shit. I just don't want to offend the people that I care for and shit.
Right, and I'm not trying to piss anybody off, but I really feel like if we would go back to putting these people on death row and actually carrying it out, I think some of these criminals would be like, I think I better fucking behave myself.
Yeah, I don't know what I don't even know what the Arkansas law is about it, but I know it sure needs to fucking change, and I know, I think it needs to happen all over. It needs to be united the whole country.
Yeah.
And
I agree. But I guess we can talk about I hit the wrong button.
Braun Strowman coming back.
Yeah, we can talk about Braun coming back. We can talk about the other Uso coming up from NXT
I'm proud of him.
and helping Roman retain.
I've been following him.
You know, he's the only Uso that can travel internationally now.
Is he?
Yeah, that's
Well,
the
the
other
rest
two
of
weren't
them
in.
keep on getting in trouble.
I was gonna say that's why the other two weren't overseas with him, is because they can't travel internationally. He's the only one that can legally travel out of the country.
Damn.
So that's why he was there. I hate to be mean, but it's the truth. I mean,
Well, kids today, lesson is don't drink and drive.
Yeah, or do drugs, or do dumb shit.
Pat McAfee is no longer going to be. He's not going to be on Friday Night SmackDown now.
Yeah, he's taking time away for his
College game day.
College game day stuff.
So, good luck with that.
Which makes sense.
He's good. The man's talented. The man can do it all. I like him.
He'll be back. I don't think he's done with WWE.
Oh, he ain't done. He's far from done. You don't just stop a dream.
Yeah, he's just there. I think he'll come back probably, you know, for like big shows. I'm sure they'll use him for matches. Some of the bigger shows and shit like that. But no, he ain't done by a long shot. But yeah, he's out for a little bit. He's going to be doing the game day stuff. Here's the Uso I was talking about. But he just came up from NXT to help Roman retain at Clash at the Castle. He's the only one that's still legal to travel. Of course, we had Gunther.
I didn't see that match, but I heard that was the best match. Which them two sons of bitches are tough.
I heard they beat the shit out of each other. There's your daddy.
They're acknowledging.
That's your daddy. But there he is with Tyson Fury.
Yeah, that whole Tyson Fury shit was not supposed to make TV.
No, they were supposed to cut it off, and I guess somebody in the truck forgot to hit the switch, and they left it running, and he made it all.
I was kind of hoping that Bray Wyatt was going to show up and do something towards Drew or somebody.
Yeah, I was disappointed that Bray didn't show up, but I don't count him out yet. I figure he will be back eventually. I mean, Braun came back. Braun looks good. Braun's in good shape, which I knew he was.
Jacked.
Braun is. I knew he was when he was doing the Control Your Narrative with EC3.
I love that. I loved it. Dominic turning.
Little Mysterio finally becoming a man.
I saw a picture yesterday.
Of him.
I don't know if I sent it. I don't know if I sent it to you, but it was a picture of a dominatrix with a guy wrapped in latex leather with a ball in his mouth.
Yes.
Oh, and this is the Scooby Doo versus
Satan.
Curry.
Curry Man.
Curry Man.
Yeah, Curry Man. I love the gear.
I turned around. I text the guy that wrestles for Pro Wrestling Mid South. I said, "Why am I seeing Curry Man wrestling?" Yeah. He said, "My question is why we got Scooby Doo wrestling Curry Man."
Right. Yeah, he come out and they're like, "Oh, he looks like Satan." I'm like, "Nope.
He looks like Curry Man." And Mom's like, "Who's Curry Man?" So I had to show her.
Nobody remembers that gimmick. I've had to explain that one to people several times.
Well, it was short-lived.
Yeah,
it was just long enough for Christopher Daniels to do his thing. Which one will we talk about Christopher Daniels too?
Yeah. Oh God. Then Bailey, she beat Bianca Belair in the 6-woman tag. Liv Morgan.
They said that was Liv's best match as champion. Dude, her best match yet.
I was impressed. Her and Shayna tore the fucking house down. I was impressed. Baszler can make anybody look like gold. Now, this is from Monday Night Raw, apparently. I didn't watch all of Raw. I fell asleep.
I didn't either.
But apparently he choked out The Miz. Ray comes out trying to get his son back from his new daddy.
Yeah.
Would it be his mommy or would it be his new poppy?
Look, I was kind of hoping to see him like arm in arm with her or something.
Right?
That would have been good shit. That boy done growed the fuck up.
Like, he got him a real woman.
Yeah, no shit. Rhea Ripley. He already knows Rhea whoop that ass.
Right? She put him in his place. But
Okay.
yeah.
That's love right there. Buddy Matthews might lose his fucking woman already.
Yeah.
That's fucking Eddie Guerrero's son.
And then we got Damian Priest taking out Edge in the ring. And then there's Edge trying to take out Finn Balor. And we got the Miz down here. You know, he's refusing to talk about it. But you see that Braun Strowman flipped over a car on Monday night and everything else. So Monday, they had a pretty decent show. People are still bitching, saying that Triple H really ain't done nothing to turn around WWE's luck. But I think they've had, what, a 15% increase in viewership on all their shows. And
yeah, they've gone up. They've gone up.
So
they're having their highest rating shows, you know, since the pandemic. I mean, it's going to take, they didn't lose everybody overnight. They're going to have to get them all back. It's going to take more than overnight. So,
yeah, and people need to understand that. I mean, Triple H he's only had control for what, two or three weeks now.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, look, people are getting their full names back. Austin Theory, Matt Riddle. Then you got Matt Riddle last week. I'm gonna fuck you up. Give
right.
Thunder. That was some good shit right there. And they played it on TV.
I heard him and his wife were having issues again now, or ex-wife, because of the whole him and Seth Rollins thing. I heard that that Matt Riddle's ex-wife buried Becky Lynch. That's just what I've heard. I don't know if it's true or not.
Well,
I can't find any proof.
I was watching that video that Seth said that he don't care for Riddle.
A lot of people don't. I don't understand why, bro.
That right there got me. But when he started working with Orton, I was like, well, okay, well, fuck. If Orton can like you, I guess I can like you too.
You know, for me, it wasn't that I didn't like him. He was annoying. I'll admit he was annoying because it was bro and he acted high all the time and he was just fucking annoying. Like he was that stoner kid in school that just didn't have a fucking clue when to shut his mouth. But then when
we had one of those.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And then he turned around and ended up in the army building bombs.
There you go. It happens.
Fucking genius.
Hey, there you go. It happens. But you know, he like I said, like you said, he got with Randy Orton and they had a great tag team and he really kind of became a serious character to a point. And I really enjoyed RK Bro.
I did too.
Unfortunately, it came to an end the way it did because Randy's back injury and stuff. And you know, I don't figure Cody or Randy will be back before Royal Rumble this year.
I think Cody will.
Maybe. I doubt it. I heard he's having some trouble at rehab.
Well, it happens. That's why they call it rehab.
Speaking of rehab, so
no, now, I don't go to rehab.
I don't either. But here's the thing. Let's go ahead and get to Sunday night. Let's get to the good shit because they had a good pay-per-view, I think.
Yeah.
They had a good pay-per-view. I mean, there was a few things I would have changed. There's a few things I would have done differently. And then oh God.
Look.
Again, here we go because this is going to be me burying Tony Khan for the next 2 hours. I mean, there's no other way to do this. There's
okay.
Really not.
Okay, let's turn over a new leaf today. Let's not talk about Tony Khan. Let's talk about how Tony made the right decision.
Well, I mean, for once he really did. I think he did the right thing by taking the belt off Punk and the belts off Kenny and the Young Bucks.
So you know what that meant. There wasn't going to be another interim fucking champion.
Which is great.
Yes, because I'm tired of that fucking
I am too.
Look,
And now Thunder Rosa's apparently wanting to leave. So what? They just going to start calling Tony Storm the
I would let
AEW
these
Women's
people,
Champion?
if they want to leave, leave. Why would you want to keep anybody there that don't want to be there?
Right.
So allow them to leave, and which Malachi Black, he can get a job anywhere. Thunder Rosa, I don't know what the fuck she's gonna do. She ain't worth flying fuck to me. I don't think she's nothing special.
No. And with her asking for her release,
And she
I
wasn't
feel
drawn as a fucking champion.
no, not at all. And I feel like her injury really was a fake. I really don't. I don't recall her having any problems in any of her previous matches. She was still taking all of her independent bookings. So I don't know when or how she would have hurt herself. I think she just didn't want to wrestle somebody and put them over, and so she feigned an injury.
Tony Storm.
Yeah.
But Tony Storm still got the title.
And I don't understand why everybody's against Tony Storm.
Well, Tony Storm really ain't made the needle move.
No, I think Britt Baker should have been your women's champion.
Britt Baker's the only one that has moved the needle. And to be honest, isn't that what we should be doing is following after the champion? It's kind of hard to be a babyface and be over.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it would have made more sense for them to have put the belt on Britt. That's what I'm saying. There's some things I'd have done different, and that was one of them. Either I'd have put it on Britt or I'd have put it on Jamie Hayter.
And somebody, I can't remember where, Punk. It was Punk in his media scrum. Talked about how Adam Cole is having health issues.
Yeah.
I wonder what that's all about. I guess they showed up long enough to turn the Bucks, and then Bobby Fish left.
Right.
So now Kyle O'Reilly, he's getting an action figure made of him.
Right. I'm hearing from Darren Walker that Thunder Rosa did not ask for her release. Her husband confirmed on Twitter, but from what I've heard and all the inside sources, Thunder Rosa asked for her release before Sunday night. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and say if her husband wants to have a go at me because I said something, come on over, motherfucker, because your wife asked for her release. Plus, she sucks. I'm sorry. She's got a nice ass, but she can't fucking carry the championship.
Who's her husband? Because all the person I see her hand in hand with is just James Jones.
Yeah, I have no clue. But
well, the guy or whatever his fucking name is that used to be the guy that walked around and maybe Justin Jones that walked around in the thing in ECW when he was real young and small.
I can't remember who you're talking about. But Carnage Rage said that he thinks that Black belongs in New Japan or in Noah because he has a good. He simplifies. I can't even talk. He simplifies the Japanese strong style, which I agree. I mean, I think he'd do good. I think he would do good.
Well, his ass probably going back to WWE.
That's what I was fixing to say. I think he's going to go home, heal some injuries, get in better shape, and then he's going back to WWE.
Because he wasn't getting used at all.
No, he was getting shit on. A number of that's what I'm saying. A number of them are.
They were the stars of Rampage.
Yeah, I mean,
you're only getting about 500,000 people looking at you.
Yeah, yeah, and that's my thing. CM Punk, and I'm just gonna dive right into it because here's the deal. I like CM Punk. Okay, I was a CM Punk fan, but here's the thing. You know, CM Punk is a prick because CM Punk is set in his ways. If he has issues with you, he is a very, he's kind of a control freak and a baby about shit sometimes. The deal with him leaving WWE, it wasn't all WWE's fault. Some of it was his fault too. Now he's told his side, WWE hasn't told their side other than he was hard to work with and shit like that. So, I mean,
now he's proven that he's hard to work with.
Right. Now he's proven that he's a fucking spoilt little brat. He's proven why WWE didn't want him back.
You know, I know you want to. I know it's hurting you when I told you not to talk bad about Tony Khan.
I mean, and it's not really Tony
when
Khan's
you
fault,
see,
because here's the
I mean,
thing.
if you sit there and you watch it, Tony's like, oh, I mean, he's kind of taken back from it, and gargles so much damn water that he almost fucking throws it right back up.
Right? Like his
gag reflex kicked
looked like
in.
he was trying to suck the handle off that water bottle.
Yeah, and
but no, I mean, if you think about it, the problem here isn't with Tony Khan at this point. The problem is, of course, with EVPs. It's with some of your producers, which Ace Steel, for one, shouldn't be sticking his nose into business that involves the wrestlers unless he's producing their match. And the EVPs, and here, and I love the Young Bucks, don't get me wrong. But again, just because the trios belts are new doesn't mean that the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega have to be the first ever trios champions in the company just because they're the EVPs. I think that's dumb.
Well, I get a kick out of. This is what I get a kick out of. One, Punk has been AEW champion twice.
Right.
For about 5 days.
Right. And he's been injured both times.
And now the EVPs become champion, and now they're champions for 3 days.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. And like Carnage Rage said, we were talking about Christopher Daniels early. Let's talk about him now, because he got suspended as part of this as well. Now, from what I have understood from the breakdown of what happened, apparently after the media representative asked CM Punk the question about Colt Cabana, he went off bitching about Colt Cabana. That triggered him bitching about Hangman Page. That triggered him bitching about the Bucks and Omega, the EVPs. And that triggered him cutting Tony Khan off and pretty much bitching about everybody and having to work with pricks and all this other shit. But he was the guy that said, I came to AEW to work with all this young talent. I came here because of all these young guys in this locker room and all that amazing talent. But here you are burying everybody because they want to work with you. They don't want to work with you like the spoiled brat that you are. But what happened was, when they got to the back, apparently when the whole thing started, now this is my understanding from what I've been told, like Christopher Daniels and a couple of others that have been suspended were not physically involved in the altercation itself. They were involved in trying to pull it apart. And then it got a little worse. And they had to defend themselves. And so they got suspended as a cool down period just to kind of keep everybody from, fucking murdering each other at the
from
next
what
show.
I understand, Kenny Omega was just trying to get the dog out of there.
Yeah. Kenny was trying to get Larry out of the way, and fucking Ace still attacks him. And so then Kenny tries to defend himself. And then fucking Ace Steel wants to bite him.
It's just crazy. I mean, I don't see the Bucks I can see the Bucks kind of being some dickheads and shit.
Right, but not going in and trying to fight somebody.
No. And it was funny how people were like, oh, they kicked the door in. Okay. Then everybody else is like, did they slap their leg?
Well, right. Like, how did you kick the door? Did they go super kick it and slap their leg? I mean,
super kick party. No, Brandon Cutler of all people.
Yeah, he got suspended. Him and Michael Nakazawa and Christopher Daniels. Now, from what I understand, Ace Steel and Punk may not be with the company anymore.
They were supposed to have that figured out by yesterday.
Yeah, and they still have not made a public announcement on that. So I don't know what they're doing. They may keep Punk with them long enough to pay for the injury that he apparently sustained during the match and then cut him loose. But I don't think he sustained the injury during the match. I heard that he sustained the injury during the fight in the back.
Well, fuck him.
That's what I said. I mean, you're the fucking one that started this. Like, you're the one that started this fight, because he got up on the stand, and instead of being fucking professional and talking about his match with Moxley and talking about being the new champion and talking about what's next and talking about taking on MJF in the future and all this other shit, he wants to run his fucking trap hole and fight and pick a fight. And then he wants to go into the dressing room and pick a fucking fight.
I think where it all kind of began, and it just led him to, you know how one thing will kind of set you off, and then you'll bitch about one thing, and then you'll turn around and it just carries on over and over. Some of that blame's got to go towards that reporter.
Yes. Yeah, they shouldn't have been asking about
Why are we still talking about Colt Cabana?
That's 10 years ago. Let it go.
That happened back then. Nobody gives a shit. They're wanting to know why he ain't. If they want to know why he ain't there, that ain't none of their business to know why.
He works for Ring of Honor. He doesn't work for AEW.
In fact, I don't think Tony really did want to redo him anyway.
No, but the Bucks did. And so that's why.
Then you get turned into, it's people who you like and stuff. We all know how this business works. It's who likes you. You're going to wrestle where you can. You're going to wrestle where somebody likes you. Because if the promoter don't like you, he ain't going to book you.
No. And here's another problem with it. I mean, Tony Khan, I get why the Bucks and Kenny and Cody were all EVPs. I get that. They put their money into this.
Yeah.
They took themselves away from all these guaranteed contracts with Ring of Honor and New Japan, and they put their money, and WWE, and put all their money together to start AEW and to get Tony Khan involved. So I get why they're EVPs. There's nothing wrong with an active wrestler being an EVP.
No.
But what needs to happen is there needs to be somebody there to tell them, hey, look, just because you're an EVP doesn't mean that you have the ultimate authority.
Well, I don't think any EVP has ultimate authority.
Well, see, that's the thing, is the Bucks and Kenny run it like they really, I mean, first AEW champion, granted, was Jericho, but still, you've got the Bucks. They had to be the first tag team champions. They've got to be the first trios champions.
But they weren't the first.
No, it was SCU.
Yeah,
but still, I mean,
they're gonna. I mean, it's only smart to put the belts on these people,
right? And I agree. You've got to have it that way.
And it's always been a political business, even at the smallest of levels of fuckery type wrestling that happens tomorrow night at the Greene County Fair. Go on out and watch it if you're a Paragirl.
NWF?
Yeah,
they're having a show.
I mean, it's what you got.
Speaking of shows, I've got your, I actually have all your flyers that you sent me finally in the same place at the same time. Y'all have got Standoff coming up the 24th.
Then on the 29th, we got on Thursday, September 29th, we're going to be at the fair.
Tri-County Fair. And then Apocalypse.
October 29th.
Apocalypse.
Interesting, huh?
Ending.
Got a good lot of lineup there, don't we?
Yeah. I hear there might be a few mystery surprises that night too.
Everybody knows I'm there, so that ain't no mystery.
Oh, Apocalypse. You never know. But no, I mean, here's the thing. I mean, we've
Let's talk about how my fucking screen keeps going out.
Yeah, what? Why is that? Like you keep
I don't
freezing
know.
up.
It's like the last couple shows has been doing that. What the fuck?
Probably need a new phone, man.
No, it's brand fucking new, and I'm still paying on the motherfucker.
Ugh, I'm still yawning on the motherfucker. I'm over it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm over it too, but I'm getting sick and tired of this shit.
You know, I don't know what to think of AEW at this point. You got Bobby Fish, who refused to renew his contract and left. You got Thunder
I mean,
Rosa,
that's his
who's
decision. I mean, that's his decision.
yeah, I mean that's his decision. But what led to that decision? Was it because Triple H is in charge again?
But he wasn't really being used.
I mean, I
What
agree.
kind of booking was he getting?
He hadn't been on TV for at least a month almost.
Yeah, they've all been hurt. I mean, the ones that I've it just getting blow me away is they dropped the ball on wasn't it Aleister Black at one time?
Yeah, when he was in
Well,
WWE.
they dropped the ball on him.
Yeah.
They did. They dropped
And
the ball, but he wants to leave. And look, anybody that wants to take and leave, I would say let them leave. Why would
yeah.
you want to keep somebody there? These are people that obviously bet on themselves, and you've got to be good if you bet on yourself because
Yeah.
you're not going to make it. So
I feel like Alistair, you know, doing his Malachi Black and everything that he did, I think he could have really went somewhere with it if AEW would have actually used him and let him push that the right way. But they kind of put him on the back burner because they didn't have enough TV time and things like that. And it just, I think that affected him.
yeah, I mean, he wants to be on TV, and you're putting him on the fucking ramp.
Yeah. I mean, the Hardy Boys were being put on Evolution and Elevation. I'm sorry, I know they're WWE guys, but still, I mean, if you're going to have that kind of name power on your show, you should be putting it on TV and using it. That's just my opinion, though. I mean, I feel like
I can't wait till we decide to do a QA.
wow,
Not that anybody ever asks us any questions.
yeah, I mean, it's not like they're going to ask any questions, but still, it just it cracks me up how some of this shit goes down.
Oh yeah, we all have opinions. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine.
Don't let me stop you.
I feel like, and I agree with Carnage. Carnage said something about Tony and Punk should have talked it out in the back. And apparently Tony and Punk have talked about it a number of times. Punk made it point blank clear that he didn't want Colt Cabana with the company, but the EVPs wanted him with the company. So they used him for Ring of Honor, which again doesn't have a TV time slot because Tony Khan can't get him a TV time slot, won't get him a TV time slot. I don't know.
Look, Punk, look. Tony Khan just straight up looked at Punk and said, "This is my wrestling company. I'm going to put to work who I want to put to work. If that's going to keep you from coming here, I'm sorry." They could have done it without him.
Well, and
they were in Chicago without him.
Right. I mean, they sold over 10,000 tickets in Chicago for the very first All Out or All In without him. I mean, why did you need him? You wanted him because he was a big name. You wanted to bring him back because WWE couldn't bring him back. WWE didn't want to fucking bring him back because they knew what he was.
Right.
They knew that if they brought him back, it was going to be the same old shit. He'd come in, he'd play ball for a few days. Once he got his way, he'd start showing his ass and putting on a fucking show and making it all poor Punk, poor pitiful me. And that's what he did. And now he's caused the whole locker room to fucking turn on him. He's caused the drama to escalate in the back so bad it's unreal. I mean, he had issues with Eddie Kingston. He had issues with Colt Cabana. He's got issues with the Bucks and fucking Omega now.
Look, Eddie Kingston
got issues with everybody.
He straight up told somebody
You froze.
he's in an interview,
Yeah.
and he goes, "Look, I'm just going to shoot straight honest with you. I don't like Punk. I don't like Jericho." And he named a few people, and he goes, "But that ain't going to stop me from doing my damn job."
Right.
I mean, he
It is
worked.
what it is.
He worked a whole program with Chris Jericho,
Yeah.
not liking him.
But he's still, I
It
mean,
can happen. I promise
yeah.
you, it can happen.
Yeah. It's called having respect.
It's called respecting the business.
Yeah.
And for two, it's just it's a job.
I mean, he did an angle with, I mean, CM Punk had the angle with Hangman. When did Hangman ever go out there and go into business for himself?
I think when they were getting ready to do their match. But I mean,
But
I
what did
don't
he
think
do?
I don't know. I need to look it up.
I've looked. I can't find anything where it says he went into business for himself.
It might be the promo that he had.
The promo where he called Punk out about being a man for the working class and all that shit, and he ain't done nothing but cause problems since he got there.
Okay,
He was shooting.
they could possibly be the one. Okay.
He was shooting straight with him. He didn't go into business for himself. He was telling Punk the truth right to his face.
Look, I'm not gonna argue about it.
I'm not arguing. I'm just saying I don't see where Hangman went into business for himself. Punk wants to sit there and make himself the victim in this Hangman thing and try to explain that he's got heat with Hangman because Hangman went out there and went into business for himself. What's his fucking problem with Adam Cole? Because Adam Cole don't want to fucking work with him? I mean,
Go ahead.
what the fuck,
Okay.
Punk? Nobody gives a shit about you and your fucking
I found
ego.
Punk and Hangman promo face to face.
Oh Lord.
While he is put on to go to sleep, you have watched the
Can you hear it?
position while he
Barely.
executes the buckshot lariat. It's been a lot of talk. It's been a lot of back and forth, and now for the first time, you are face to face. Going to go to the challenger here first. I think the fans would agree, and you said the biggest match of your life, that you are prepared for Double or Nothing to become the next AEW World Champ.
I think he really used his power to become champion. Not that it ever worked because he fucking gets hurt every time he wins the title.
Right.
I think it's safe to say that the biggest moment of my career happened right here in Las Vegas.
Why is your phone not working,
I'm
Titanium?
grateful to be in the position I'm in. I love all of you fans across the world. And I'm walking into Sunday Double or Nothing, the
It is
challenger,
working.
and
I
very
know.
respectfully walking out the champion. Champ,
I don't know.
there's no doubt you know who you have to face. You
I don't know. I ain't trying to get us cut off, but you know.
I mean, I'm just trying to figure it out because it seems to me that Punk's got a lot of fucking heat with a lot of fucking guys for a lot of different fucking reasons, but nobody knows exactly why, and nobody has seen anything transpire other than this bullshit that happened. Investigation team come in and investigate it. They're taking legal action. Tony Khan wasn't allowed to say any more than what he said Wednesday night on TV, that he stripped them of the belts and that they're having tournaments. I mean, that's it.
Yeah, they're I guess they got an outside investigator to look more into it.
Yeah,
And then they're gonna make their decision on Nate Steele and CM Punk.
I guess.
So let's get past this and let me ask you we'll go on this. Well, I want your opinion. What do they do? Suspend or fire?
Fire him.
Nate Steele.
I think fire him. I don't think he is not an active wrestler. He is a producer. I don't think he should have been involved back there. Kenny was trying to move the dog out of harm's way, so the fucking dog, which honestly shouldn't have been backstage in the first place, didn't get hurt. And for him to attack Kenny Omega out of the blue when Kenny was just trying to move the fucking dog, I think Ace Steel should be fired.
What about Punk?
I think Punk should be fired because he has done nothing for them. And as you pointed out, every time he wins the championship, which he used his power to get there, he gets hurt. He has to take, I mean, he's going to be off for 8 or 9 months if they keep him. And he's going to come back and he's going to want the belt back and he's going to show his ass. I just think, cut ties, be done with it. Save yourself the headache.
There's times where you need to realize that sometimes you're the problem.
There it is.
You had a problem here, you had a problem there. Sometimes you gotta wonder, are you the problem?
Yeah, I mean,
and people don't want to take that look at it that way. So,
but it is what it is.
Oh yeah, it is.
I mean, you're
it's always
obviously
gonna be. What?
But I find it funny, and I'm not trying to throw this in anybody's face, but I just want to throw this out there that the one EVP that was in AEW that could control everything, that kept all the drama in the bottle, Cody Rhodes, when he left, the whole shit and caboodle fell apart. That's all I want to say. That's all I want to say. Do what?
You got a point.
I'm just fucking saying, brother.
But it wasn't a good pay-per-view. Who wins the top? Who wins the AEW title?
Well, see, and that's the thing. I don't know. I mean,
does Moxley get it?
Who do they want to have the deal with MJF?
Probably Mox.
I mean, him and Mox would have a good angle. I think him and Jericho could do more good business together.
Jericho's a heel. MJF's a heel. Gotta have baby face.
I don't think they need to put it on Sammy Guevara.
Oh, I don't see him putting it on Sammy. I can see him putting it on Darby.
Yeah.
But Moxley's been the one kind of, speaking out.
Yeah, I think Mox and MJF would be really good. I think that would tell the tale of the tape.
They had a good one before.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I think Mox and MJF would be really good for the future.
But MJF is sure enough, I've been sitting around the house. Because he was jacked.
Oh, yeah. He looked good. What's the difference between California and the Titanic?
Do what?
What's the difference between California and the Titanic?
I don't know.
The Titanic had its lights on when it sank.
Yeah, I hear they're not having lights. They're having power outages and stuff out there.
Yeah, I know. That was mean of me. I'm sorry. Babyface Friedman last night was a different thing. Seeing him babyface was... which then he turned heel as soon as Moxley come out, which was good.
Yeah.
Carnage Rage, I agree. If Tony Khan's not going to do anything with Ring of Honor, he should sell it and let Triple H buy it. But he ain't going to do that. He's going to hang on to it. He's going to keep running pay-per-views every now and then and making it...
Well, hopefully Triple H don't need Ring of Honor.
Do what?
Triple H don't need Ring of Honor.
No.
Let Ring of Honor just die.
Pretty much.
I mean, what's it? I mean, what good is it really? You just dropped the fucking pure title, which that's stupid as fuck. You drop it on AEW Dynamite when you could have dropped it to Daniel Garcia at the last pay-per-view.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't do a lot of smart things.
Just saying.
Yeah, they don't do a lot of smart things. I mean, you want to bring. I don't think that they should be bringing Ring of Honor belts onto AEW TV. I think they need to keep it separate entities. I think if they really want to have a Ring of Honor show, they should promote all the Ring of Honor stuff on Ring of Honor and keep all the AEW stuff on AEW. I get it that you have, you know, FTR with multiple tag team titles out there, New Japan belts, Mexico belts, all that good shit. But I just don't. I don't know. It just. I'm getting told now that the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega have threatened to leave the company.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Kenny and the Bucks have threatened to leave the company. Apparently that threat has been confirmed. They were extremely pissed off. Apparently they were willing to walk. They are threatening to walk over all the comments made by Punk. Wow. Yeah, apparently Punk has made him some enemies in AEW, and they are doing everything they can to get him out.
So what do you think gonna happen? Do they leave?
I think they'll end up staying. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, what happens? I don't know. But in my opinion, if Tony Khan were smart, like I said, Ace Steel should have been gone the minute he put his hands on an active wrestler. You're not an active wrestler. You don't have an active wrestler contract. You should have been escorted from the building and told not to come back. CM Punk, he caused the fight. He started this shit up. He made this happen. I would let him go. I mean, the fact that your EVPs are threatening to leave, the fact that your whole locker room has turned against him and they're all supporting MJF and they think you should take the belt and put it on MJF, that's telling you something. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but
It was great while you lasted, Punk, but you kind of overstayed your welcome, I guess.
yeah, thanks for coming, buddy. You weren't that great.
You
didn't
came
really
for
do
a
anything.
year.
Yeah,
You came for a year. Had the biggest comeback in the world, and
you flopped, buddy. You fucked it up. You know, and look, I'm not trying to be mean, but my wife, and you know how my wife is. She's got some really good one-liners, you know.
yeah, no shit.
Yeah, well, let me just tell you, we were sitting here Monday morning after finding out that CM Punk and them had gotten into a fight. And I said, look, apparently Punk and them got into a real fight in the dressing room last night. Like, I'm getting all kinds of information. Like, my phone was blowing the fuck up. She goes, well, we all saw his UFC career, so if it was anything like that, it didn't last long. I just fucking fell over. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, they turned around. They said, I saw where one person posted that when he punched Matt, all this other stuff. They's like, oh, well, if Punk hit Matt, we already know how he hit by watching his UFC career, so Matt's fine.
Oh God, it was great. I was like, oh my God. Oh yeah, I mean, if they really want to fix the problem,
so I wonder how being the Elite's going to be next week.
Yeah, I'd like to see that. I wonder if they'll air it. I would. If I was Brandon Cutler, I'd have had the camera rolling the whole.
Well, the camera's been rolling because they showed All Out.
Yeah.
I mean, on this last episode. I also like the meme going around. AEW's new video game coming out, Backstage Assault.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably I don't know, man. These fucking people, man, like you're making big money. Why does it matter who you have to work with? Just go to the ring and do your fucking job, get it over with, and go home.
Let's take our sponsors.
Yeah,
That's about the only thing that ain't fighting us.
yeah, no shit, because this whole business is going to hell in a handbasket.
Oh, look. Oh, hey, guess what?
What?
My Dallas Cowboys shirt got a big hurrah. I wore it. I wore it the other day to the chiropractor's office.
Did you?
Sure
Thank you there.
did. And they's like, "Oh, cool. How did you get that done?" I'm like, "Well, when you got sponsorship from NFLshop.com."
There you go. Check out under our video. Check in the link later today in the descriptions for that link to shop.
Check in the descriptions there. We got all kinds of cool shit you could get.
NFL, NBL, NBA, Walmart, WWE. We got a number of different things. And man, I'm going to be repping madrabbit.com all fucking weekend because that code is Divine20 and it saves you 20% off. I'm going to have my tattoo soothing gel with me because I'm going to be at the tattoo convention. I'm going to have my tattoo enhancers with me because we're going to be at the tattoo convention. We also have the enhancer in the little tub, not just the roll-on stick. Now, this is the stick one, which I like better because you don't have to get the stuff on your hands. I'm also going to have the replenish lotion.
Ooh.
It's good for anybody, even those of you people that don't have tattoos. If you got ashy elbows, it works. Makes your tattoos pretty. And we have some body wash. I'm going to take a bottle of body wash. If anybody wants to wash their hands with it to see what it does, you'll be able to see. All of this is super, super amazing products that take care of your tattoos, repair them. I do not have any sunscreen that I'll have with me, but I have the rest of the stuff with me. And I will have samples and stuff available.
How does it smell?
Anybody. How does it smell? It depends on what flavor you get.
Flavor?
Some of the enhancer has like vanilla coconut. Some has like lavender. Now, the soothing gel has no smell. It is just a clear, like gel substance. It's got water, glycerin. I can't pronounce all these big fucking words, but aloe vera and stuff like that in it. It's all natural. So there's supposed to be no, like reaction. You know how a lot of people have reactions. All this is supposed to keep you safe from having, any kind of allergic reaction to it. But that code was Divine20. It saves you 20% off. You can go to madrabbit.com, stock up. Like I said, I will be repping all my Mad Rabbit stuff this weekend at the Tattoo Fest or convention, whatever you want to call it. It's a convention festival thing. I don't know. Militant.
I don't know if you got the thing, but this one, Militant Mentality Apparel.
Yes.
They're fixing to come out with a new line.
Are they? No, I may have. I have been so busy with some other stuff going on.
Not workout equipment, but workout gear.
Workout gear. Hell yeah. They've got that suit that you'll never get. Sorry, Titanic. And then the shorts and the shirt.
See, they got those in white now.
Really?
Like the undershorts. Like the spandex undershorts. Yeah. And in that lettering. Fucking looks badass.
I'll have to check that out. But militantmentalityapparel.com, codes on deck 15 or divine 10 saves you 15% off. And they're not going to punch you in the face or throw a fucking chair at you.
No, we're here to pick people up.
Do what?
We're here to pick people up on that one.
Yeah. And then we got Doobie Energy. And man, I live by this stuff.
Hey, you're supposed to send me some of this stuff.
Yeah, I got to send you some. I know.
And what was the fat burner part? Who was that from?
The fat burner stuff? That is Alpha Lion. That's another sponsorship I was trying to work on, but I haven't got to do much with it because I've been so busy between night shift and leaving night shift and now going to a new job next week and everything.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's been a struggle.
It always is.
And I figure our Thursday shows will change quite a bit. I don't figure they'll be at noon anymore, but we'll still try to
definitely
next Thursday. What?
I can't do noon.
Okay, well that's fine. We'll figure it out, brother.
I got an appointment. I got something happening at 10:15 in Blyville, and then I've got a on the phone thing at 1:15.
Hey, did the Queen of England die or something?
The fuck if I know.
Carnage Rage just posted, God rest the Queen, R.I.P. Elizabeth II. I'm assuming that means she passed. I will see if I can get some info before we leave the air today. But Doobie and Rep Sports, if you look there in the green box, it says repsports.com or doobie.com. Code Divine10 saves you, and it's 15%, I think, on both pages. But Rep Sports has all kinds of stuff. They have pre-workout, protein powder. They have some weight loss supplements. They have the protein cakes that go in the cups. Doobie is mainly just the energy drink supplement. I do need to send you another care package, but I'm waiting for your other stuff to come in. It's not supposed to be here until sometime later this month. I got my new baby welder.
Booker T says they AEW should fire CM Punk.
That's what I said, but Booker T can fuck off. I'm in charge.
Okay, I'm just kind of I'm trying to find. Okay, Queen Elizabeth II.
Yeah. Did she pass?
Yes.
Aw. God rest her soul.
BBC News. Queen Elizabeth II has died. Buckingham Palace in Athens. She looks like she's an older person.
She was a very much older person. God save
96.
Yeah. God rest the Queen. God save the Queen.
Full name is Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor.
Yep.
Had a spouse. I guess he passed away last year. They were married from 1947 to 2021.
I mean, just because he died doesn't mean they're not still married, but whatever.
Oh, our grandchildren's Prince Harry.
Yeah.
Prince William, Duke of Cambridge. Princess Beatrice, Duke of Sussex. Charles, the Prince of Wales, is her kid. Prince Andrew, Duke of York. Annie, Princess Royal. Parents of Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. George the Fourth, George the Sixth. I'm sorry. V1 is 6, right?
I think so. I don't know much about all that Roman numerals yet.
Well, the only way I learned about Roman numerals because of WrestleMania.
I know, right?
And they quit that shit.
Yeah, they went back to numbers.
Yeah, she passed away. They announced it 2 hours ago on Wikipedia.
Oh, well, that's sad. She's the crown jewel, man. She
was around a while.
Yeah, long life. I mean, she
96 years.
Yeah,
got a lot of stories.
Yeah, wish I could have picked somebody's brain. I wish I could go back in history and pick people's brain like that and just know what they lived through. If there's somebody that's an older person that's lived through a lot that would like to come on the show and let us interview you, please let us know because we would love to pick your brain and just know some of the shit that you
anybody that's been in war, military, we love military people. We'd definitely love to have you on if you can tell us any of your stories.
And I don't want them to relive it if it's going to cause them PTSD flashbacks and stuff. Like if it bothers you to talk about it, you don't have to come on. But
I found out how serious that shit is. I took somebody with me to a ball game one time.
Yep.
And there was fireworks afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of tensed up a little bit. And I was like, "Did you like that?" And he goes, "Yeah, it was all right." I was like, okay, I'm sorry.
All right, our next sponsor on the list, twistedgorilla.com, Divine 15 saves you 20% off. They have the movie style shirts, Catalina Wine Mixer, Prestige Worldwide, boats and hose. Sorry, Camp Crystal Lake, summer 1980. I drink and I know things. I'm telling you, everywhere I go, I wear that shirt. People love it. I don't know what shirt I'm going to wear tomorrow night when we go to the tattoo convention, but I've got to find something cool to wear. But definitely want to check out, I'm going to do a lot of my Christmas shopping at Twisted Gorilla this year. Of course, we want to thank the number one sponsor that has been with us since the very beginning, collarandelbowbrand.com. Use code CCWA29. It saves you 20% off. And there it is. Support your local wrestler, Texas Deathmatch, Collar and Elbow. And the shirt that I'm wearing today, the Good Brothers, the world famous Good Brothers, and of course, Living the Dream. Living the Dream.
Wade Keller has just posted that he is almost willing to say that Punk is done with the company.
Well, I believe it.
Either way, because he would have to make major amends, and he don't think that's going to happen.
No, Punk won't say I'm sorry. No.
So
Punk is not the guy to say I'm sorry. But I will share, we were talking about the Queen of England just a few minutes ago. Let me try to figure this out. Trying to share the pictures of her here.
look,
Share a picture of her.
I don't like anything that's ever happened that happens to children, small children, any child at all, anything bad. But God dang it, why did I not have teachers like this?
What happened?
Former teacher faced charges for twerking on students.
Oh, Titanic.
I need to fucking move to Florida.
I can't deal with you, my brother. Oh, my dear sweet baby Jesus, I can't deal with you. I'm trying to share a picture of the Queen here, and you are, you're just.
Look, it's really kind of difficult for you to try to be doing some shit like that. I'm sorry.
I know, especially doing.
I don't know much about the Queen. I don't know. We have a big enough screwed up.
I don't know
what
if
you
y'all
call
can,
it, government.
Can y'all see those pictures?
Yeah, we can see them.
Okay, that is Miss Queen Elizabeth. Just wanted to share that.
Dealing with the other government is kind of difficult.
I think some days I think that if we hadn't have, got into it with the other government and the queens and kings, maybe we wouldn't be so fucked up right now. But
I mean, we do have kings.
No, we don't.
We do have kings in the United States.
We have kings that live over here, but they're not kings of anything.
Yeah, Jerry the King Lawler. Excuse me,
he's
Derek the King. It's Derek the King now. So yes, we have kings.
I can't deal with you. I swear to God.
Remember, Harley Race was the king.
That's different.
Okay, but he's king of the ring. But Jerry Lawler and Derek is both kings.
Oh God.
Granted, they're in the same damn area. They need to kind of branch out a little bit.
Oh my God, I can't deal with it.
But Lawler does go around. Jerry does go around now.
His lawsuit against Hardeman County is coming up in October.
Really?
Yeah, for Brian's death.
Yeah.
The lawsuit's coming up in October.
Ooh. We'll have to cover that.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to cover that. Even though Brian Christopher was one of a kind of a person that
I can't deal with you.
I mean,
that's how we end the show today.
But it was still the wrong. It was still the wrong way. I think people should be getting dealt with because I think that could have been stopped.
Oh yeah. But CM Titanic at it again, picking a fight in the locker room.
I can't help it. I ain't even got it in that motherfucker yet. But I get to go back Friday.
God. Yeah.
I'm going to be back in my old dressing room, dude.
Good luck. Hopefully you make it out alive.
Oh, I will. I at least got one person. I told one person that I was going to see them, and they were happy to say it. They were like awesome about it.
Well, that's good. Don't forget 5-Star Nutrition. You can use that link there. I will have that link up in the description at the bottom of the video. Also, if you go into your local 5-Star, use AS-Divine10. They'll set you up an account. They'll put you on that little thing and weigh you. It'll tell you how much you need to eat. And they'll set you up a meal plan and all kinds of cool shit. Best place to go. You need to go there, Titanic, to the one in Jonesboro. Let them put you on that machine and get you started out right.
They'd put me on that machine. Me and that machine have a CM Punk moment.
Yeah, that machine would be like, oh, he threw a chair at me.
Your meal preparation needs to be don't eat nothing for the next 3 weeks. And then I'd be like, all right, this machine's going to sleep.
Oh, God. I'm going to bite you.
I would totally steal this motherfucker.
Before we go, I got to see if I can find this video that I found earlier. It was funny. Yeah, there we go.
We got any other shows coming up?
Nah, I got tattoo convention this whole weekend, so I'll be there.
Have you heard from Jonathan?
I have not heard back from him. I know that the show apparently did go pretty well, but no, I haven't heard back from him.
I didn't realize I was friends with him already on Facebook.
Yeah. Well, hell, where's my fucking video package that I had? Oh, there's the meme, but where's the video package? I need the video. Hey, has anybody seen this little superhuman dipshit dude that likes to...
Yes, I love Superhuman.
Huh?
I love Superhuman.
Like, he does all the flips off shit into light tubes and...
Yeah, I love it.
Dipshitted little dude.
I wonder if we can get him on the show.
Well, see if you can reach out to him.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get him to come on now.
Okay. Well, you do that. I want to tell him.
That'd be kind of badass. He does some goofy shit.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking dumb.
I know it hurts.
Well, yeah. I mean, I just seen one where he went through some light tubes and some cheese graters and...
Well, then fucking message him.
You message him. You're the one that knows this dude. I
don't know these people. It's like I hit up the dude for that be doing the... Make sure this is the right guy. Okay.
I know how to fucking manage a target. I don't think you do.
I know how to manage a Kmart.
Oh, God, I'm trying to find this video because I want y'all to hear this audio. Oh. The dumb shit that we deal with in this business, man. Oh, yeah, here it is, right here. Right here. All right, everybody listen. I am going to... hold on. All right, everybody listen.
Somebody found something out or heard something or said, let's put this guy to task.
You talk a big game about workers' rights, yeah? Well, you've shown the exact opposite since you've gotten here.
Why else would you do that? I think that really did hurt him. Just out of the blue, one day he comes out and is screaming, whatever the details were.
I haven't had anything to do with Scott Colton in almost a decade. Probably wanted nothing to do with him even longer than that. It's fucking unfortunate that I have to come up here and speak on this. I'm on my time. This is a fucking business. His tone was different and it's more serious. And I'm just like, is everything okay, man? The fact that I have to sit up here because we have irresponsible people who call themselves EVPs and could...
Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Fucking manage a target.
We couldn't believe it. He was one of our heroes, legitimate heroes. This is terrible.
There's people who call themselves EVPs that should have fucking known better. This shit was none of their business.
It didn't make any sense to me. What are you talking about?
What did I ever do in this world to deserve an empty-headed, fucking dumb fuck like Hangman Adam Page to go out on national television and fucking go into business for himself? For what?
Imagine this guy that you watched on television for years. Now he's calling your friend out.
In his mind, Hangman went out and started addressing things that he was not having, and he's clearly, I mean, that was months ago.
I offered him. He went ahead with the lawsuit and sued him. It's his fucking funeral. I don't care. He shares a bank account with his mother that tells you all you need to know about what kind of character that is.
It was like a downward spiral.
Any way you slice it, you can see this isn't good.
I'm hurt and I'm old and I'm fucking tired and I work with fucking children.
Keep your head down. Go to sleep. Give us all a break.
And what happened afterwards? That's just life, dude. Ace Steel threw a chair and hit Nick.
What was like a chair shot to the head or something? It was like a terrible chair shot to the head.
He had never done anything like that. Just out of the blue, he was bullying.
This year on Dark Side of the Ring. Oh,
Jesus Christ.
fuck, man. I had to. I'm sorry. I know it's petty, but I had to do it. I had to.
That's good shit. I like it
is.
so much. You can even play that again. It'd make me happy.
No, I'm good. I'm done. I'm going to call it a day. I just got a phone call coming in from Nola. Got some business to tend to. If we get a hold of Superhuman, let me know. We'll book him into coming in on the show sometime. And maybe he'll let me put him through some flaming fuckery shit. I don't know.
All right, well.
Other than that, I'm going to
You
go
know
pull
what
a
time
CM
it is.
Punk and throw some chairs and bite some shit.
All right, well.
Actually, I'm probably going to go take a nap and take a shit. I don't know.
I had to do that earlier. That was really close, man.
Oh, man. I can't get over it. This is going to be something that it's going to take them weeks to deal with, unfortunately. I'm happy to see Braun Strowman back in the WWE. I'm happy to see MJF back. And the sad thing is all this shit is like overshadowed the return of MJF and everything else that should have been big news has now become second class and second back burner. You know what I'm saying? To CM Punk and his tip baby ways. It's absolutely insane.
We found out that controlling your narrative didn't pay shit.
No. Oh, no. No, he was paying to control his narrative. What are you talking about? He was trying to own that shit. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, scissor me daddy ass. Woo. All right, we're out of here. Share that passion of pro wrestling. Check the link at the descriptions box for all the sponsors. We are God.